Okay, we're going to meet Peggy MacLean now and her dog. Peggy lives in Bedford, Nova Scotia. Some days she likes to put on her dog, literally. For 11 years, she's been saving the hair from her Samoyed Mishka. She's had a weaver fashion the hair into some clothes for herself. First there were mittens, and then a sweater, and now a full-length coat.
Peggy MacLean is with us now from her home in Bedford with her dog Mishka. Hi, Peggy.
Hi, Valerie.
Have the storms been hitting you, or are you okay?
No, we're fine here.
Well,
we didn't get any hardly.
Well, it looks like Mishka could take any kind of weather.
Oh, yes, he loves the snow. In fact, we had a few inches there a few days ago, and he spent about 4 or 5 hours just sitting out in it.
So he's a Samoyed?
Yes.
And just tons of fur in there?
I beg your pardon?
Just a ton of fur in there?
Wool, yes. What you see is, when you look at the dog or the guard hairs, the wool is underneath. And right now he is blowing coat, as the term used, and I'm getting lots of wool out of him.
God.
In fact, I have some right here on that I just pulled from him.
So you walk around the house and you end up with shoes that look like Mohair Sam.
It's a nightmare. I was just saying to the chaps here, anybody who's a super housekeeper, I don't think they should have a Sam, because you have to be prepared for lots of hair and wool.
Well, why did you start saving this wool?
Why did I start saving? Well, this dog was such an imp as a little fellow that, and chewed up, articles of clothing. In fact, my one and only cashmere sweater that I watched at a particular store in Halifax drop in price. It was after Christmas, and he ruined that. I was very upset, and I said, Mishka, believe me, one day I'll wear you around my shoulders.
You owe me, Mishka.
Yes, he does, and so we've reached that day.
and that's the coat.
And yes, this is the coat right here beside me, and it's sort of a rosy mauve color.
Now, how come it's that color?
Because that's the colors I chose. The person who did the dyeing, I gave her a range of colors, and she made an effort to get the color that I wanted, and she came up beautifully.
Well, how many bags of this stuff did you have saved after 14 years?
Oh, my goodness, I had garbage bags full. Hey, I'm sorry.
It's okay, Mishka.
I've had, several garbage bags full.
And you took them to a weaver? I mean, were they sort of grossed out?
I took them to a lady who did the spinning. I think she had the worst job of all, really, because the wool has to be washed and, picked apart to take out any, hair or whatever foreign matter that might be in it. And then she spins it and puts it into skeins, and then she knit a sweater for me. Mm-hmm. And I have that right here. It's right, can I?
And mittens.
And this is the same color as the dog. I have them half resting on the dog. This is this.
So what did Mishka do when you walked in wearing his fur?
Well, the first item I had was the mittens. And it was really hilarious. He actually barked and he jumped up at me, and I'm sure he recognized, Mishka, here. There now. I'm sure he recognized his wool.
Are you the talk of Bedford? I mean, do your friends think you're weird?
Well, I don't think so, but people who have seen the coat and the clothes, they think it's quite something.
Is it warm?
Oh, very warm.
Now, because
very warm. Very lightweight, very warm.
Well, I'm surprised after 14 years of collecting this stuff, you don't have sort of blankets of it. You'd think there'd be tons.
I still have lots of wool to be spun. Lots of wool, and he's still, right now, he's I can pull the wool
shedding
right
in front
over.
of our very eyes, Mishka.
That are very eyes there. I have a whole handful of his wool I just plucked
So
out
what's
of him.
next, Peggy? You gonna make socks and?
I really don't think so. I'm having a vest made now, which is the same color as the coat, actually material left over from when the coat was made.
Because you had your colors done,
And,
didn't you? They told you that was a good color for you.
Well, no, I decided what my colors were. Anyway, no, I have the sweater, and I also have the mitts and the coat, and I'll get the vest, and I think maybe that's all
Well,
I'll
I think
want.
Mishka's paid you back for that cashmere sweater.
Oh, he has many times over, not only with wool, but being a good companion.
What, 14 and a half?
He's been a great joy.
14 and a half years.
Pardon me? 14 and a half years, which is old.
That's great.
It's quite old.
Thanks for talking to us. Bye-bye.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
What a great dog.
Oh, isn't she wonderful?